happy Sunday morning. So it's Sunday, Metro Atlanta area. It's kind of dreary here. It's been raining the last couple of days, and just kind of wanted to talk about my last video. Was more like a vlog. It was about Dunkin' Donuts. You rode with me when I was in the drive-through, and then showing you the items that I purchased, and then I I showed you the sandwich. I bit into the sandwich. I ate most of that sandwich, but didn't finish it. If you've seen that video, you know my take on that Dunkin' Donuts sandwich. But what I wanted to mention and talk about is something that I talked about with a friend, and talked about how you have a list of things that you want to get done, and for whatever reason you just haven't done them, or maybe you touched on some of the things on your list but you haven't completed them, and that's fine. I think that's a start when you at least tackle some of it. Excuse me, we get ready to make a turn, and yeah, for those of you who haven't been in here, this cell phone holder that I have is attached to my steering wheel, and whenever I make a turn, you can tell it's going to go topsy-turvy. So I want to apologize for that. But anyway, yeah, if you tackled some of the things on your list but haven't, accomplished it and finished it, that's fine. Just as long as you tackle it. And so a friend of mine told me a while ago that, when you're doing something, there's something that, it really looks big, and it, you just haven't done it. Do a little bit at a time, and then that way it doesn't seem insurmountable. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in and encourage you, if you've got a lot of things that you need to do, write down a list of things, because a lot of, I find myself thinking that I can keep a mental list, and then in some ways I can, but then there are some things that I'm going to miss. That's why I say it's good to write things down and try to remember where you put it. Once you have that list, make a list and scratch some things off. So that's what I did Friday. During my break at work, I wrote some things down that I wanted to get done, and then yesterday my intent was to just tackle those things on the list. I had to help a family member out, so I didn't get a chance to just solely concentrate on that list. But I did manage to get one of the things done on the list. So today it's Sunday, and so I need to get more things done on the list if I can. So yeah. Something else I wanted to talk about. I was going to film it, but didn't. It's kind of funny story. My sister and I got them some gift cards to a restaurant that they like to go to, the Outback. And this was years ago, because my sister she's no longer with us, but we got together like, hey, let's go get them their gift cards for their anniversary. This is something while they're out and about, they can treat themselves to Outback. And so, talking to my father, he was mentioning he would sure like to have one of those burgers from the Outback and the blooming onion. And so I was like, you know what? Do you still have that gift card Karen and I gave you? And so he was like, yeah, I have it. And my mom had hers, and I was surprised. They knew where it was, and they had their gift cards. And so got the blooming onion. Of course, I didn't get that. I got shrimp, and you get 2 sides. You get a lot with Outback. I haven't been there in years. I think it might have been 10 years since, well, might be a little less than that. 11 years. No, that's more. think about 11 years last time I've been to Outback. 10 or 11 years. Anyway. And so, I think I used to get an appetizer, the shrimp appetizer. But anyway, I got the fried shrimp and was going to film me doing a mukbang with that, but I didn't. But, for those of you who like the Outback, go and check it out again. And then now they have this feature, well, like not now, I'm quite sure they've been doing this for some time now, where you can order your food online. So the funny thing was that, and my mom, she's such a trooper, and sometimes I don't think things through. I thought that they had a little area where you can go and order, and they do, but I think it's more designed for the people that work there. So we're in this small space and waiting for someone to take our orders, and they were very nice. The woman and the gentleman that was in that space, they both were trying to take care of the to-go orders, and me and my mom standing up in there, and we're trying to make sure that there's doors on both sides of us and make sure we don't get hit. And I'm trying to make sure she doesn't get hit, and I'm just feeling bad that I pulled her into this. And I'm like, you know what, we should have went online. And she said, yeah, that's fine, no, but we can, do the order, and they have an area where you park. But anyway, it went along. The lady came in and she helped us, and she kept, every couple of seconds, she kept saying, I'll be right with you, ladies. I'll be right with you. So she was so hospitable and courteous, and she remembered, they ask for your name when you give an order, and she remembered my name. And I guess that's part of, what she does, why she does it so well is because, and that's one of the things that she does, is that she remembers people's names. So check it out. Check out Outback. It's pretty decent. I enjoyed the meal, and I love that bread. I think is it pumpernickel bread, that dark bread that they have. You got bread with it, and I didn't realize, whatever you choose, you get 2 sides, and that's a lot, So all in all, there were 2 burgers, blooming onion, a salad my mom ordered. I got fries with my order. We didn't get anything to drink. Didn't really need it, it was to go. So yeah, if you want to get something to go online. Don't do old school like me and my mother. So used to going into a place like that and just sitting down and all of that. So and it was that restaurant is always crowded, very crowded. But for it to be crowded, it seemed like it's a well-oiled machine. I've heard some people talk not too good about that particular Outback, and so I had a pretty decent experience. So back to the list, your to-do list. Tackle a little bit at a time. I asked a friend, we vowed to tackle our list this weekend, and so I texted her and said, do 5 minutes. At least do 5 minutes. And so that came from that suggestion from my other friend that, when you are tasked with a big task, you should just tackle it a bit at a time. Maybe do an hour at a time. Start with 5 minutes. And that's something that someone told me about writing. And so I remember stressing out during my undergrad, English major. I was an English major, and so one of my classmates was like, just write. Give yourself a time frame to write it, and just write. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about punctuation. Just write, and then later on go back to it. So that it's kind of that same, you're not writing, and that may be one of your tasks. You might be writing. But anyway, yeah. So, on my way to church, and I've talked you guys' ears off. Thank you so much for joining. Check out the Dunkin' Donuts video and the prior videos. Have an awesome evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is in your area. And I want to invite you to subscribe, like, share, and comment.